we did not. But equally, the response to sub-conventional attacks,
Yes.
attacks by terrorist groups, from our side can only be conventional because A, we don't have terrorist groups to send back, and number two,
Yes.
we have already declared a policy of no first use of nuclear weapons. So we will never escalate to the nuclear level.
Here's another potential risk, that now with this ramped up expectation of a red line, that you've ramped up also expectations of 1.4 billion Indians, that every cross-border incident will result in war.
No, not
and look
everyone.
what, and let me finish. Virtually any. And look what happened this time. There was a huge public backlash when the ceasefire was declared.
Yeah, but first of all, on the 24 incidents last year that did not result in war, let me just point out that's our norm.
Okay.
What we are saying is, you give us a reason to go to war and we will not hesitate. We have tried everything. In 2008, after Mumbai, 170 people killed, and we went instead to the international community with all the evidence, massive accumulated dossiers, asked Pakistan to be put in the dock. What happened? Not one person has been either prosecuted or punished by Pakistan.
But if I can come to the public
so what
response,
do?
yes.
We have no choice but to react with force, with what they call kinetic action, number one. Number two, as far as the public reaction is concerned,
Yes.
the public has every right in a democracy to let its views be known. But in a responsible government's calculation, it seems to me it has every right to override the public sentiment.
Okay, so the government is one thing, but if you also look at the statements being made when you take outside of the official briefings, the Prime Minister himself, these are some of the things he's been saying even after the ceasefire. He's been saying Modi's blood is hot, and now it is not blood but hot sindoor that is flowing in Modi's veins. India's military operation is called Operation Sindoor, hence Sindoor. He's saying things like Pakistan should focus on bread and butter issues, if not Modi's bullets are always here.
But look, I mean, the point is
inflammatory
that
stuff.
Pakistan should focus on bread and butter issues just as we are. We are focused on our development, on our growth, on our economic progress, on investment, on
No,
trade.
but isn't this inflammatory
It's
rhetoric?
Pakistan's terrorists.
No, but Mr. Tharoor, like you said, the government itself was calibrating its response. But when you have this kind of highly incendiary rhetoric from a head of state, does that help matters? Both in terms of relationship with Pakistan, but also in terms of whipping up public sentiment at
If you can
home.
understand the difference between a political speech full of imagery and rhetoric and a concrete, sober, measured, reasoned decision by a government, I think you know the answer to your question already.
But this is the Prime Minister. Okay, my last quick question on this before I move on. Do you think this kind of language could have been avoided by Mr. Modi?